What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Market360 here, back with another video. And today I wanted to go over just like a quick unboxing and go over my new pickup here. It's the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 headset. So this is the Stealth 700. It's designed for Xbox. As you can see, I got this one recently off of Amazon for about $150, I believe. I think the normal price is around $200, so $50 discount, which is a pretty good price. Now, I specifically picked up this headset because it's a multi-platform headset. It does say designed for Xbox on the box, but it is also compatible with PC, PlayStation, and iOS and Android. So it's a universal headset, so it's very, how do you say, it has a multifunction. And there's one specific thing about this headset that I like a lot that I don't see any other headsets doing. So you do have a handful of universal headsets that work on multiple devices. Now, usually when you have a headset that works on PC and a console, that's not too hard to come by. They also oftentimes work on your mobile devices through Bluetooth. But having a headset that works on both the PlayStation and the Xbox, now those are much harder to come by. That's something that they don't do very often for whatever reason. So whenever you do get one that works on both, it's a huge benefit. Now, this headset specifically has a feature. So it says cross-play wireless audio system. So one of the things about the headset that I find to be very interesting, we go ahead and pop it open here. If you look inside the box, what you have is two dongles. So you have two separate dongles that you can use to hook up multiple devices at the same time. So when it comes to Bluetooth audio, obviously it does that wirelessly. So you can connect it to your phone, whether it be Android or iOS, and connect it to whichever console you have, whether it be Xbox or PlayStation or PC. But if you want to hook to both the Xbox and the PlayStation simultaneously, you can do that with the included dongle. So you have two dongles that can be used to hook on to basically connect to either console simultaneously, and you can switch back and forth between them with a button on the headset. That's something that I very much appreciate. So you don't have to constantly get up and take the transmitter and switch it in between the consoles. That would one of the kind of annoyances that you have when it comes to other headsets. None of these headsets connect to the Xbox or PlayStation natively, like wireless without the use of a dongle, unless you're buying the first party Xbox headset. I believe that one connects wirelessly to the Xbox without the use of a dongle. Microsoft, I think they have a proprietary wireless protocol that they use for all their headsets and controllers. So in order to get something that connects wirelessly natively, you have to get it first party from Microsoft. But obviously, if it's first party, it's not going to be dual compatible with the PlayStation. Over on the PlayStation side of things, I don't think any headset, whether it be first party or not, connects natively wirelessly to the PS5. They all, unfortunately, use a dongle, so you have to take up a USB port. So here's the headset in of itself. We'll go ahead and take that out of the box. This headset I picked up during the Black Friday sales for $150. It's generally priced, I think, around $199, $200. So it's got really big, nice, comfortable ear cups. They're really cushiony, feel real good. Solid design here. It appears to be all plastic. Maybe, I think, yeah, this all feels like plastic, but it seems like a nice, solid design. Really cushiony feeling. How do you say? Really cushiony feeling headband over the top. So what I want to do is connect this headset up to the consoles and kind of give you guys, kind of show you guys what it's like to be able to use the headset in between both systems. So as you can see, this dongle here is labeled Xbox. So that one is specifically meant to be plugged into your Xbox, and this one is labeled USB. So this one can be plugged into either your PlayStation or your PC or even your Nintendo Switch. Now the Nintendo Switch does use Bluetooth audio, so you could just hook it up via Bluetooth, but if you were to hook this into the dock for the Nintendo Switch, I believe you could also get audio that way. So you have kind of like options. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to swing the camera around here so you guys can see. We'll show off the setup for a bit. So there's my Xbox. And we'll just take the the Xbox labeled USB dongle, and I'll plug it in over here on my Xbox console, like that. And then we'll come over to the PlayStation side of things. There's my PlayStation side of the setup. And we've got the USB dongle right here. This is the one labeled USB. And I'll take and plug it directly into my PlayStation 5 right over here, right into the USB port. So now what we'll do is we'll come over to the television, right? See if you guys can see that. Right now it's reflecting the screen, so it looks kind of weird, but we'll change that momentarily. So what we're going to do is switch over. Let's switch over to our PlayStation. We'll switch over to our PlayStation, and we've got the headset connected to the PlayStation currently. Go ahead and power on the headset here. So the headset is now powered on. Put that on. And as you'll be able to see momentarily, now that the headset is connected, you can come into the audio settings right here, and you'll see it says input device. If you look right there, it says input device Stealth 700 Gen 3. So it's connected up to the PlayStation and can be used with the PlayStation. And if I switch over to the Xbox, so let me go ahead and power on the Xbox real quick, and we'll switch over to Xbox. Now there is a button. I'm gonna spin you back around here. A lot of moving, a lot of spinning. So I'm gonna spin you back around to this way, and there is a button on the headset. It's specifically right here on the headset. So this button right here allows you to press that button, one simple button press, and it'll switch over from the PlayStation to the Xbox. So we'll go ahead and spin you back around again. Spin you back around to the Xbox, and one simple press of that button, and we'll switch over. And now as you see, headset assigned, so it immediately has connected now to the Xbox. So now I have wireless audio on my Xbox and wireless audio on my PlayStation, all at the press of a button, which is just it's really cool, really intuitive. I really like that as an easy way to be able to connect to either the PlayStation or the Xbox. No hassle, no fuss, no muss, no having to constantly get up and having to constantly get up and change the the dongle, switching it from back and forth from platform to platform. You've got two dongles. They hook both into both consoles, and you can just intuitively switch back and forth between the systems. And I feel like that's a really useful feature that you really don't see on any other headset. They have multiple multi-platform headsets, but unfortunately none of them, they only come with one dongle, and you can only connect them really once at a time. There are some that come with a base station that is meant to sit near your consoles, and then you connect the base station to either console using a wired connection, but the headset itself is untethered from the console. But the issue with that is they expect both of your consoles to be relatively close to each other in order for you to wire them up to the base station. And as you could see in my setup, my Xbox and PlayStation are pretty far away. They're on opposite ends of the television, so that wouldn't be a realistic setup for me either. And I feel like this one, just with two wireless transmitters, is a perfect setup. So I can be on my Xbox or my PlayStation and my phone, and it's all very easy and very succinct. So on the headset, you have multiple volume controls. Over on this side, it controls, this one is specifically for chat audio. So while you're in game, you can balance between the chat audio or the game audio. And this one is the headset volume this is a volume wheel for the headset specifically while it's connected to a console, so whether you want it to be louder or quieter. Whereas this audio wheel on this side is specifically for the Bluetooth while it's connected to your phone. So if you want to turn the volume up and down on your phone, let's say if you're in a phone call with somebody while you're also connected to your Xbox listening to the game, or you have music playing on your phone, this will control that audio, while this controls the audio for the console. It's very intuitive, and it's a very, very nice setup. Overall, I would say this is a really nice headset. They really comfortable feel. Like I said, the ear cushions are really comfortable. They fit really nice on your head, even if you wear glasses like I do. So it's very comfortable to wear. And I will say it's not a noise canceling headset, but with how thick the ear cushions are, it is kind of harder to hear your surroundings. So it does have some blockage, and you can kind of block out the outside world and be focused in on your game. But overall, I think it's a great headset for the price. 200 is kind of steep, but I kind of understand. I believe getting both the approval, or I guess the that whole built-in Xbox and PlayStation hardware probably costs more, so that's probably why it's likely more expensive. But if you can pick it up on a deal, then I would definitely go for that. But overall, I would say it's a pretty nice headset. I've been using it for a while, for a couple of weeks here, and I really like it. I really like being able to switch back and forth between both my consoles wirelessly with the simple press of a button. Being able to connect to your phone at the same time, it's an all-around really good experience. And like I said, there aren't really that many other headsets out there that can offer up that experience of simultaneous use. That's really the biggest issue. You have multiple headsets that have multi-platform functionality, but the simultaneous use of this one, I think, is what separates it from the pack. So that was just a quick kind of unboxing and small review of the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 wireless headset. I hope you enjoyed it and you found the video informative. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.